my prayer meditation today is one that I've always enjoyed. I've kind of lived my life even before I was a Christian, um, and it's kind of one of those things that you don't really let happen very often because of worldly things. So let's go over to Philippians chapter 4. Well, Philippians chapter 4. I'll go in verse 6. If I can find it. I'm working with a new Bible, so it's sticky. All right. Philippians chapter 4, verse 6. Be anxious for nothing, but in everything, by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your request be made known to God. So, one of the things that I've always enjoyed, especially reading through the Gospels, is and just reading through the Bible in general, is we let the world kind of dictate what we do sometimes, and it's kind of unfortunate. But when you really let the Lord guide you, not only in prayer, but in your daily life, things tend to get a little easier. Your worry just kind of fades away because you're letting someone else dictate your life that knows what you need. Speaking of knowing what you need, go over to Matthew 21. Actually, let's start in Matthew 26, or Matthew 6, sorry. Matthew 6, verse 34. So Matthew 6:34 says, "Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will care for itself. Every day has enough trouble of its own." So right there, God tells us, and actually in Jesus' words, it tells us, don't worry about tomorrow. If you pray for something, He'll take care of it. And even going back in a little bit back in chapter 20, in chapter 6, sorry, he talks about if you need clothes, you need food, He'll take care of it every day. He knows exactly what you need. You don't have to worry about it. You work for God, and He supplies everything else, everything you need. Matthew, we'll go over to Matthew 21 now, and this is the greatest thing about letting the Bible speak for the Bible, letting God speak for Himself, is you can find really interesting things that we can rely on a daily basis. So Matthew 21 and verse 21. Matthew 21, verse 21. And Jesus answered and said to them, talking to his disciples, "Truly I say to you, if you have faith and do not doubt, you will not only do what is done to the fig tree meaning withered away because it produced no fruit, but even if you say to this mountain, be taken up and cast into the sea, it will happen." Verse 22, "And all things you ask in prayer, believing, you will receive." You're basically telling us we can move mountains. When we pray for it, we can move mountains. As Christians, we can do amazing things in prayer. And as long as we know with Jesus inside of us, those prayers will be answered. It is a guarantee that they will be answered. It is something that it is more powerful than anything else in this world. And it's an amazing feeling to have, to know that your prayer will be answered, and it's that powerful. It is that intense that it can move a mountain. It can heal people. The power of prayers is healing. It's moving mountains. It's getting people that into Christ through immersion. And it's a powerful thing. Prayer is just an amazing thing to have, and to be able to understand that much power is there at our fingertips. It's one of those things that Jesus, when he created the earth, and to understand that power, and to understand that we have the capability of that power. It's just absolutely amazing to have through prayer.